Good afternoon, guys. Today we have a pretty big new hybrid crossover model 08 from the Swedish-Chinese company Lynk&Co, aka Zeekr, on review. It has 580 horsepower and 4 motors. They're asking $33,000 for the top of the line. Make yourselves comfortable. We're about to begin. This car causes me contradictions. Now I will explain why. $33,000 for the maximum configuration for today. And that's 580 horsepower, 4 engines with an acceleration time of 4 seconds to 100. And with equipment like this. And the question is how? Where's the catch? What did they save money on? I'll explain it to you, and you'll see why there's a contradiction. The handling is the most average. It's just a soft, everyday car. I mean, it handles like a Toyota. This car is quiet for its money, I would even say very quiet. But if you give us that kind of power, with that kind of acceleration, give us the steering too. And the steering here, it's just average. It is just an everyday car for you to drive on your business softly, accurately, and in a straight line. But at the same time, it dances in acceleration. There you go. The seat. It's soft. Again, it's everyday. It's not for that kind of acceleration, it's not for steering. You need stiffer ones. You need a slightly stiffer seat for that kind of power. And here it's soft. That's the everyday thing. Just going about your business, fingering the steering wheel. I'm not saying it's bad. I'm just saying it's got a bit too much power. Where can we use this power if it's not very good in a corner, let's say? I'll tell you. At the traffic lights. From the start. Just punish any BMW, not the M series. And not just punish them, but tear them apart. To go 5 car lengths ahead, I can't see any other use for that power. I've tried different modes. Now, for example, I'm driving in hybrid. I can hardly hear the internal combustion engine. Apparently, it's working in generator mode here. And somewhere in there, at high speeds, it will probably push the car so that the battery does not run down. I like the regeneration mode. It's quite strong here. I like the brakes in this car. And I like this hybrid system. 3 electric motors plus a generator. Seems more functional for people who like to drive at high speed. Sequential hybrids don't like high speed. Their battery starts to die. This is where the internal combustion engine pushes the car. I tested 2 cars. The first one was on 19 wheels with a 55 profile. This car we're driving is the second car, and that's the one I'm recording on. We first test the car on manholes, on speed bumps. We check the balance and everything, and then we record it for you, to keep the video as short and informative as possible. We're now on the 21st wheels, profile 40. And I tell you what, if you need a car for the city with bad roads, just for everyday driving, it is better to take 19th wheels. As for me, it's too soft. I do not like that. The suspension is McPherson at the front, multi-lever at the back. There you go. Clearance, as the dealer says, about 18 centimeters, depending on how many people are in the car. For $33,000, 39 kilowatt-hour battery. It's a miracle. In the back on the right, there's a 60-liter tank. By the way, there's a Lynk&Co 03 sedan next to it. The supercharged version of this sedan set a world record for front-wheel drive cars at Nuremberg in the year 2019. Recessed handles for aerodynamics, frameless doors, 2,200 kilograms of curb weight. This is quality fake leather, Alcantara, plastic underneath, 23 Harman Kardon speakers, front seat, massage, ventilation, heating. At the back, attention, only massage. That's how they chose it for some reason. Combination seats. Right here in the center, is genuine Napa leather. You know, the kind you only get in Maybachs and some expensive German cars. Here on the side is Alcantara. And up here, higher up, is leatherette. There are speakers in the headrests of the front seats. 187 centimeters tall, and the seat cushion, as you can see, is the most average. I'm sitting up straight. I can reach the steering wheel. 3 more fingers in front of my knee. If I lie down, another finger in front of my knee. People a little taller than me can sit here too. The passenger on the right has a seat extender. It's going up. Well, good. Credit for that price. It's good. When I get out, the seat pulls back. Driver's screen is 12 inches. Center screen is 15. There's a head-up display. Underneath, it's lined with Alcantara. A little higher up, it's soft leatherette. Look at the sophisticated design of the dashboard and listen to the build quality. Here we are greeted by the Lynk&Co logo under the glass. Button. The armrest is not very large. It's cloth covered on the inside. 2 charging ports. Lighter. Everything rides well. Very good assembly. With these buttons, we're releasing 2 cup holders. Look how well thought out that is. There you go, and that's it. It's Alcantara and 2 spots for wireless phone charging. 50 watts. A glove compartment. It's cloth covered on the inside. On the driver's left, there is a big brother's eye. Keeps an eye out for fatigue. It's just plain cloth. Look, we've got a big panorama and we've got a sunroof, but no buttons. There just aren't any. Either you're reaching for the tablet or you're talking to the voice assistant. We've opened the sunroof. Let's close the sunroof now. You've been given a sunroof, you've been given a big panorama, and you've been given a sunshade over the whole panorama, but you've taken away the buttons. What would you choose? I take away the sunroof, for example, but give you the button for the sunshade. Or I take away the sunshade, but give you the button for the sunroof. Every yuan counts today. There's a lot of competition. They're just trying to save as much as possible on everything. We're sure that every yuan is agreed upon by the whole team, so there's no give and take here. You want a sunroof and a sunshade, you have to use the tablet to operate. Or learn a single phrase. There you go. The screen, unfortunately, does not turn towards the driver, and some car brands have already spoiled us with this. Well, it's just stationary here. The desktop flips like this. The picture is juicy. Above average quality. Above average. Not the top, but definitely above average. Settings. Yeah, it's fine, it works fast. Let's have a look at the cameras. Well, it's pretty average, nothing special. Well, 3D... It works fine. It's not slow. Let's take a look at the map. Yeah, the map is fast. This is what the climate looks like. Yeah, no questions asked. Application. From top to bottom are the hot buttons. This is where you flip through. Yeah, bottom to top, straight into the app. Listen, it's really amazing how they've distributed the space. It's 4 and 8 meters long, but look how much room there is in the back. I sat behind myself. 187 centimeters tall. 2.5 fists above my head. 3 fingers. The backrest tilt is slightly better than average. Of course, on long journeys, I would like it to tilt back a bit, but in principle, it is also possible to ride like this. Large armrest. For its size, it is already a plus, but it is simple. Aha, that's the cup holder. Sturdy construction. This thing doesn't open. That's it. That's it. So semi-simple. So look, this is where the table is. But if you want, you can pull it out, and instead of it, you can put the tablets in here and here. The backs of the front seats are covered in excellent quality fake leather. It's simple here. Air, 2 charging ports. Let's take a look in the trunk. 545 liters. Inside, it's as simple as possible. There's an organizer and a little niche. Recognize the Zeekr logo? Gas supports, that's what they did here. The soundproofing. Saved money, huh? On a piece of plastic, didn't close it. 19 wheels are the default. 235 by 55. The soft ones. But for an extra $500, you can get the 21st wheels. The 40 profile. So the finale. At first glance, it seems that for $33,000 they give simply impossible. Such noise with such power and such equipment should cost well over twice as much. However, the secret of this price is not only in the fact that they have a margin less than other name brands, as they are just creating their name. The secret is also that they have saved on suspension. McPherson with no LiDAR, no CDC technology, and no adaptive dampers. Just a typical Toyota-like soft suspension with the most average handling. By the way, I forgot to say, the HUD is well readable, high-quality picture, but you will not open a full-fledged map here. Here, too, they have saved money. The car is built on the Volvo CMA platform, and it is more or less clear what to what in the question of price. But there is an icing on the cake, which for many people is much more important than sharp handling. A huge battery, as it is for a hybrid crossover of this size. No non-Chinese competitor has such large batteries in hybrid vehicles, not even with a price tag twice as expensive. China is the only country today that gets battery production for many times cheaper than everyone else. 39 kilowatt hours will allow you to drive this hybrid crossover like an electric car on pure electricity for about 200 kilometers in summer in the city and 2 times less in winter also in the city, of course. And unlike non-Chinese hybrids, well-known brands, the lion's share of the horsepower here is purely electric. More specifically, it's an electric horse, no matter what mode you drive in, and you have great responsiveness. In general, for a very pleasant price turned out an everyday soft and quiet crossover, which will be faster at traffic lights than the entire world car industry, except for highly charged sports cars, which are at least 3 times more expensive. That's all. Thank you for your attention. If you liked it, give it a bold like, subscribe to the channel. Take care. I'll say goodbye. See you again.